Have you ever wondered how a conflict in one corner of the world can ripple across the globe, affecting economies, politics, and everyday lives? Welcome to the intricate web of the Ukrainian crisis. A war that started 16 months ago, with no end in sight. It has spiraled into a humanitarian crisis of immense proportions, displacing millions and claiming thousands of innocent lives. Let's travel back in time to the onset of the conflict. A missile strike on the city of Vinnytsia on August 14, 2023, took the lives of 23 people, including 3 children. A residential area and a cultural center were the unfortunate targets, leading to the destruction of a concert hall and a hotel. The very next day, an airfield in the Russian-occupied city of Melitopol was set ablaze, causing damage to a Russian plane. The fire was believed to be the aftermath of a Ukrainian missile strike. As the conflict dragged on, Ukrainian forces launched a counteroffensive in the southern part of the country, successfully recapturing some territories from Russian forces. Meanwhile, the United States, along with its allies, began funneling more military aid into Ukraine, including long-range missiles, marking a significant shift in the balance of power. However, the situation in Ukraine remained fluid, with the death toll continuing to rise. The United Nations estimated that over 10,000 civilians had lost their lives in the war. The conflict also sparked a food crisis, as Ukraine, a major exporter of wheat and other agricultural products, was unable to maintain its export commitments. In response to the Russian invasion, the United States and its allies imposed crippling sanctions on Russia. These measures significantly impacted the Russian economy but fell short of forcing Kremlin to withdraw its forces from Ukraine. The Ukrainian crisis is more than just a war. It's the largest military conflict in Europe since World War II, a humanitarian catastrophe, and a threat to global peace and security. Several factors are shaping the course of this war. Firstly, the Russian military, facing logistical problems, is struggling to make progress in some areas. Secondly, the fierce resistance by Ukrainian forces, inflicting heavy casualties on Russian forces, is a testament to their resilience. Thirdly, the significant military aid provided by the United States and its allies is helping to level the playing field. But the impact of the war extends beyond the battlefield. It is causing energy prices to rise, disrupting global supply chains, and spawning a major geopolitical crisis. In essence, the United States and its allies are facing off against Russia in a proxy war. The future of the war in Ukraine remains uncertain. Could it drag on for months, or even years? Could it escalate, with Russia deploying more destructive weapons, or NATO intervening directly? These are questions that remain unanswered. The war in Ukraine is a stark reminder of how conflict can ravage a nation and disrupt the global order. It's a tragedy for the people of Ukraine and a threat to global peace and security. As the international community, it is our collective responsibility to work towards a peaceful resolution to the conflict. Let's not forget the impact on global food supply. The disruption in Ukraine's export of wheat and other agricultural products has led to rising food prices, affecting people worldwide. In conclusion, the war in Ukraine is not just a regional conflict, it's a global crisis. Every development, every shift in power, and every decision made by the warring parties and the international community has far-reaching consequences that are felt across